Ooh, what's good on my stock market homies? It's your boy Kevin. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top swing trading strategies. Swing trading strategies that I have personally used to consistently make more than $100 a day swing trading the stock market. These are not super complicated and difficult strategies. Anybody can use them. You don't need to know how to code your own AI bot or need to know how to code your own indicators. No crazy stuff like that. These are simple, easy to use swing trading strategies, and we're going to be doing an in-depth, step-by-step guide to show you guys how I use these strategies to consistently beat the market. Swing trading versus long-term investing, they are very different. My definition of swing trading is holding a stock from anywhere from 2 days to 6 months. Anything over 6 months is a long-term investment in my perspective. Okay, so when you're swing trading, you're just looking for a short-term move. It may be based solely on technical analysis and the chart, and the fundamentals might not even matter. There may be a catalyst that you're trading off of. But with long-term investing, we're typically looking for companies that are undervalued and that are growing. The two are different. If you're a long-term investor trying to use investing strategies while swing trading, you're probably going to lose money and vice versa. So today we're going to hone in on swing trading, and I'll show you guys the strategies that I use to make money swing trading. Let's jump right into the charts and I'll show you guys some examples. Here is my swing trading strategy that I primarily use, drawn out in caveman calligraphy. That's right. Step number 1, you're looking to find a stock that is trending higher. Why? Because the trend is your friend. You're not trying to catch a falling knife. You're looking to buy stocks that are trending higher when you're swing trading. Step number 2, the stock must be pulling back. We're not looking to buy FOMO. We're not looking to chase. We buy the dip. We sell the rip. Step number 3, we're looking to buy these stocks in front of the 9 EMA. They have to be above, trading above the 9 exponential moving average on the daily chart. That is showing us that the uptrend is still valid. Step number 4, we have to be buying the stock in front of an area of support that we can risk off of and use as our stop loss. For example, I'll show you a prime example of the strategy on the Tesla chart. Okay, so you have a stock that's strong. It's trending higher, obviously, right here. Then you get the pullback into prior support. You have support in that area. So that is a valid setup in our strategy. So we have a stock that's strong, it's above the moving averages, it's pulling back into support. You buy, we would look to buy on that pullback right there, and we'd be selling as it breaks out over those recent highs. All right, so how do I find these stocks that I'm looking to swing trade? The easiest way is just to keep a watch list of your favorite stocks. Keep a watch list of 5 to 10 stocks, and every single day, log on to your platform, look at the charts, and see what they're doing. Are they trending higher, pulling back into support? Do you have a nice risk to reward ratio? Just keep track of your favorite stocks. Number 2, I use a free scanner called Finviz. I go up to here to screener, right up there at the top. You click that, that's going to bring up the stock scanner. Then we want to hit all over here. We're going to click that all button, and that's going to give us all the criteria to narrow down the more than couple thousand stocks that are available to be traded, just to the few stocks that are potentially setting up to swing trade. Step number 1, we're going to go to performance. Right there, we're going to go to performance, and we're going to plug in quarter plus 30%. We're looking for stocks that are strong, remember? Number 2, we're going to go to performance 2. Over here, you got performance 2, and then we're going to go to on the month down, or you can go to week down. Let's go to week down. So remember, stocks that's strong, it's pulling back. So it's up 30% or more on the quarter, but it's pulling back on the week. Then the next step that we want to do is price. Usually I'm looking to swing trade stocks under $20 per share because you're going to get typically bigger moves, more volatile moves in those lower price stocks. Another criteria that I sometimes include is float short. So if you put a high float short, say we went over 20%, that would give us a couple of stocks that are setting up for short squeezes. We know that MVIS has been squeezing, so MVIS could be setting up for a potential short squeeze. Does it meet all the criteria of our swing trading strategies? Well, first of all, it's trending higher, right? We're still trending higher. It's pulled back off the highs from $30 all the way down to $13, and we're coming into support. So MVIS would be a potential swing trade setup based on this strategy. It meets all the criteria. If we remove the high short interest criteria from the scan, it gives us probably 60 or 70 different stocks. And the great thing about Finviz is you can scan through all the charts. Like a chart that looks like that, it's not doing much, I just crossed that off the list. Same thing here, and you would scroll down until you find a stock that looks like it is setting up for trade. This AFMD does look nice based on the chart, right? You're trending higher, you're pulling back, and you got support in that area. So it's setting up for a swing trade. But there is one more final criteria, and that's gonna be a catalyst. So a catalyst is any type of news that would positively impact the stock. So once we find that list of 60 stocks, there may be 10 stocks that based on technical analysis and the chart are setting up for a swing trade. Then we would go through, click on all 10 stocks that match the requirements for our strategy, and we would look for news releases. If there was a recent news PR, then that would match up with the strategy. The stock has a catalyst, it's trending higher, pulling back into support, boom, we got a swing trade. Once we have a swing trade, what do? Well, the first thing that we do is we need to have a plan. You do not want to go anywhere near that buy button. You do not want to pull the trigger until you have a plan. What makes up the plan? Well, number one, you have your buy zone. Where are you going to buy this stock? We're not just going to buy it because it matches all the criteria of our swing trading strategy. We set a buy zone. Remember, MVIS matched all the scanning requirements, so we're going to set a buy zone. We're going to put that buy zone in front of the support, so our buy zone will be $12 to $10. You take a starter position. So I buy in thirds. I'm going to buy my first position at $12. I'll open one position. It keeps dropping. I add one time and then keeps dropping. I add a third time and then I am full size. I have a full position. Number two, before we buy, we need to know where our stop loss is. If the trade does not go our way, because sometimes it doesn't, there's no strategy that works 100% of the time. There are going to be losing trades. There's going to be times where you lose 5, 6, 7 trades in a row. Even though you're a profitable trader, that happens. It's just the law of math, right? You're going to have a run of losing trades. So you have to respect your stop losses and you have to jump out when it's not working or you're not going to be profitable long term. So we set our stop loss under the support. Once it breaks that support, retests it, and then fails again, we're done. We stop out. Step number 3, the final step before you buy and enter that swing trade is your PTs, your profit targets. So we're going to be setting our profit targets in 2 areas. Area number 1, I look to set is in front of resistance, because if it fails that resistance, you want to have at least a little bit of profit off the table, and then the second profit target would be above that initial profit target. So you have your buy zone, you have your stop loss, and you have your profit targets. How do you set your profit targets? The first way I set my profit targets is based on resistance. So on this chart right here, we have resistance at $19. So I would probably put a profit target right before that resistance. The other way we're setting our profit targets is from a risk to reward ratio standpoint. When we're swing trading, the trade has to make sense. You can't be risking $1 to make 50 cents. That math doesn't add up and you'll end up losing money. It doesn't matter if you have more winning trades than you do losing trades. If you're risking more to make less, it just doesn't make sense. So what I like to see is at least a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. What that means is if I'm buying here at $14 a share, my stop loss is at $10 a share, I'm risking $4. That's what I'm risking to lose per share. So in order for this trade to make sense, I'm going to need to get $8 in profit. So $22 a share would need to be my profit target. That would give me a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. I'm risking $1 to make $2. That trade makes sense and I would take that swing trade. Check out the description of the video and I will write this strategy in depth. So if you got lost a little bit, you can go back to the description and I'll have the strategy written out down there. So just to run it back real quick, we're looking for stocks that are trending higher, pulling back into support, and are trading above the 9 EMA on the daily chart. Before we buy, we must have a plan. The plan is the buy zone. Where are we looking for this stock to pull back into to buy? Then we're setting our stop loss underneath support. If that support is broken, we must respect our stop loss. And then finally, we're setting our profit targets, 2 profit targets. One typically in front of resistance and the second one higher than the initial profit target. And to wrap things up, the trade must offer a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. If you're risking $2, you must be getting back $4 in potential profit. Before we move on, I do want to mention that this video is being brought to us by Touchdown Trades University, found at touchdowntrades.com. I teach this strategy as well as many other long-term investing strategies, swing trading strategies, and options trading strategies in a 3-in-1 trading and investing course, which also includes lifetime access to the private Discord chat where I send out my buy and sell alerts. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in trading with me and learning more strategies like these, check out the coupon in the description. We're offering $50 off that right now. We have a promo going. That's going to wrap up the swing trading strategy video. I just wanted to do this real quick because I've never really done a tutorial on YouTube on my personal swing trading strategy. I thought it might help some of you guys out. If you did get something of value from it, let me know down in the comments that it did offer you guys some help. Hit that like button to show me that you got some value from it. And it also helps to show YouTube to promote content like this to other like-minded traders and investors. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Until next time, peace.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.